I want you to look at the clock while watching this video right now. If the time is approaching 3, maybe this is not the right time to watch this video. Because in many parts of the world, in different religions, in different cultures, there is only one common name used for the same time, the hour of the jinn. Some call it the devil's hour, some call it the hour of the dead, while others call it the passage between souls. So why do people fear 3 at night in particular? And why do the events that occur at this hour repeat themselves in such a frightening way? At the end of this video, maybe you won't want to be alone at this hour. What is the Jinn Hour? The time period known as the Jinn Hour is generally between 3 and 4 at night. This hour is remembered with the same fear in the Islamic geography, in the Christian world, in Latin America, and in the Far East. The interesting thing is, even though these cultures are unaware of each other, they have said the same things for the same hour. Those who are awake at these hours witness unusual things. Religious and cultural origin. In the Christian faith, 3 is the exact opposite of 15, the hour when Jesus was crucified. Therefore, 3 is considered the hour of defiance of God. It is believed that the devil chose this hour to mock the sacred. In Islamic culture, this time of night is seen as the time when a person is most vulnerable. In the hadiths of our Prophet, it is also recommended that a person not be alone at certain times of the night. In Anatolia, the elderly still say this: if you are awake after 3 o'clock at night, either something has woken you up or something is watching you. What happens at this hour? The events told worldwide are surprisingly similar. Waking up for no reason, heart palpitations, a feeling of a presence in the room, inability to move, whispers, shadow figures, feeling of suffocation, and the most frightening common detail, most people realize that the time is exactly 3. True experiences. In an event narrated in Turkey, a young man starts waking up every night at exactly 3. At first, he doesn't care, but after a few nights, he tells that he saw a black silhouette in the corner of the room as soon as he woke up. He cannot move. He wants to shout, but no sound comes out. After a few seconds that feel like hours, everything disappears. But the time, it's 3 again. This situation continues for weeks, until one night, as soon as he wakes up, until you feel the same being whisper in your ear, "You noticed me." After that night, this person will not wake up at 3 again, but they start to fear the dark. What does science say? Scientists usually explain this situation with sleep paralysis. In this case, the brain is awake, but the body is still asleep. But the strange part of the matter is this: more than 70% of people who experience sleep paralysis experience it in the same time zone. And the entities they see are also similar. Long, dark face, giving the feeling of watching, not chosen. So, is this just a coincidence? Psychological effect? Or more? Between 3, 4, it is the time when the body's melatonin hormone is at its highest and cortisol is at its lowest. In other words, a person is both in the deepest sleep and in the most vulnerable state. Some say, jinn are not at this hour. People are open to them at this hour. Protection beliefs. In different cultures, people do this to protect themselves from this hour. They pray before going to bed. They cover the mirrors. They do not completely turn off the lights. They do not sleep alone. They keep the Quran or holy texts. There is still a saying in Anatolia: if you wake up at 3, don't look around. Real or coincidence? Now I ask you this question: why do so many different cultures fear the same hour? Why do people experience the same things without knowing each other? And most importantly, if you felt a slight unease while watching this video, maybe this subject is not just a legend. When you get into bed tonight, if you realize you're awake and look at the clock, I hope it's not 3. Because according to some beliefs, waking up at that hour is not you waking up.